Well, hello, Pisces, and welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your weekly tarot card reading for July 27th through August 2nd, 2026. So we're going to just dive in and see what the cards are revealing for the week. So first off, we're going to see what crystal is coming out for you, Pisces, for the week. Crystal for Pisces, please. Okay. We have clear quartz in regards to meditation and your connection to your crown chakra. Now, Pisces, you're one of the most intuitive signs out there. So really, I think you already trust your intuition always, but might have gotten very used to it coming in. There's additional messages where you need to kind of go to the next level with clearing your mind, spending some time alone. So yeah, there's that message coming in, and let me bring in the clear quartz to your reading. Yeah, there's something else that Spirit Source, your guides, want to share with you, like trying to get a message through to you, Pisces. All right, let's see what's going on for career and life in general for Pisces, please. Ooh, we have cutting ties. Look at the scissors. You may need to leave your current position and look for something better. Ending a job doesn't mean burning bridges. Go with grace. What needs to go, Pisces? What have you been putting off? Is it ending a relationship or, quitting a habit, a current position? So on the card, it's really kind of like the top thing is about a job that you might be doing that you should have left. Maybe it was a stepping stone, but you're still there. So this is a card like, see, there's messages here with the clear quartz. There's some additional messages that your guides want to share with you, Pisces. So spend some time alone with your thoughts, listening to your favorite music, taking a walk. Get that alone, me time, and see what comes through. There's something that you need to call it quits with. Let's see what else is coming through, Pisces. What mystical message do we have for Pisces? We have a lullaby, number 38. Now, 38 might have a special meaning for you this week. It's kind of a reminder here of how important rest and sleep is. For some Pisces, you might really be on the go all the time. And we're seeing doing whatever it takes so that you can, fall off to sleep. That's a time of restoration and, a time to recover. And look at his actual instrument. It's got the moon and the stars. So there might be a message coming through in regards to your dreams. So really, if you wake up from a dream, try to write it down. Otherwise, you'll end up forgetting. But there's some kind of message, Pisces, that's trying to come through. All these oracle cards are indicating. And so it could be how you are to move forward. Now, we do have a full moon in Aquarius on the 29th, about midweek. So that could be when you need to really pay attention, even, all the more so. So, all right. Clear quartz. Be sure to have it with you. Let's see what the B Tarot has to say for Pisces. Messages, guidance for Pisces. I do hope everyone is enjoying their summer. Going on vacation, getting some rest and relaxation. So what's coming through for Pisces for the week ahead? Ooh, we have Two of Jars. It's the Two of Cups, and she's wearing a wedding dress. So this is representation of a bride and groom. Definitely, you know, the Two of Jars is definitely like a partnership, a commitment, a union. It could be in regard to a business partnership where you are like literally married to that person legally on paper, contracts, you know, business contracts. So for some of you, I do feel that you might be getting a wedding invitation. It might be showing up this week, or you're attending this week. For some of you, you could actually be standing up in the wedding. I do also feel that for some of you, you might be getting engaged, or you're hearing of engagement. So there's some kind of news of a union, partnership. You know, you might be cutting ties from a position that you've been in, you know, looking for something better. Let's see what else is coming out. We have the King of Jars. Okay. This is really tying into, you know, messages with the clear quartz. The first thing that was coming through about there's additional messages that you need to hear. And it can be in regards to maybe saying yes or saying no to this partnership, whether it's business or for love. The King of Jars represents really taking control of your emotions to really think things through this week, especially with the cutting ties here. Sleep on it is a message that's coming through in regards to maybe leaving a current position, looking for something better. We have the Prince of Pentacles, and don't get hung up on the if it's king or queen, you know, the gender. This is the Prince of Pentacles, better known as the Knight of Pentacles. So this is about putting something into place for your future, like planting the seeds for your future. Definitely can be getting married, because that is definitely planting the seeds for your future. So, but you could be witnessing it. You could be witnessing it at this time. So, but again, there's messages waiting for you, Pisces. We have the Magician. So what is it that you desire? You have an idea, a vision. The Magician is telling you you have all the resources available to whatever it is you desire, Pisces. So the Magician coming out is kind of like an indication, time to create something new for yourself, messages coming through in your dreams, or just taking time out for a little relaxation, a walk in a park, a garden, you know, just spending some time alone collecting your thoughts. What is it that you desire? Do you have a vision? Because you need that vision, you need that intention partnered with taking action, and you do have all the resources available to you. So it could be cutting ties with a current position, or maybe a current activity that you belong to. Something just no longer resonates with you, Pisces, and you need to really trust your gut instincts. We have the Seven of Swords. Ooh, there could be something going on behind the scenes that you're unaware of. I almost feel like with the cutting ties, if you're working, that there could be something going on behind the scenes that you're finding out ahead of time. And so you're putting in your better to have that you resigned before you have like a layoff, that you know, it was your choice to leave. And that's what those messages are all about, Pisces, that you need to get. So Seven of Swords could also be being proactive, again, helping you, you know, looking for something better. It could be putting, you know, a game plan together and being very proactive before, like if there is layoffs. Again, the Magician here is the change needed, where you have the resources you need. You can start looking for a job, you know, updating your resume, get everything going, you know. And we have the Eight of Swords. This is where you're feeling really stuck, that you don't have options. And you might have waited. I'm feeling like for some of you, you might have waited maybe too long, you know, and so there could be layoffs. But again, you're hearing, you're kind of feeling, seeing the handwriting on the wall, and you're feeling frozen, stuck, and stagnant. So the Eight of Swords is one of illusion. It's a card of illusion, because you have the power to have the destiny, the life that you want. And you've got the Magician here to prove it. You've got all the resources you need. Just put them into action. So first thing you have to do is really figure out what it is that you truly want, Pisces, especially if it's in regards to a job. There's something here for some of you where you got a decision to make in regards to your job. And it could be something, I feel like you've been married to this job for a long time. So you've been with them for a long time. You know, you really have deep feelings in regards to this. But with the Prince of Pentacles coming out, it's now planting the seeds for your future, because something is coming to a close. So you're going to be cutting ties with something that you've possibly been with for a long time. You do have options, though. Bottom of the deck, overall energy. Look at that. How beautiful is that? The Six of Wands, Pisces. This is definitely taking the lead. It's kind of an indication, a sneak peek into your future. It's kind of saying you're going to be successful with whatever that you're manifesting here for yourself. It could be in regards to marriage, a new job, you know, a new class, a new interest, whatever the case may be. The Six of Wands is, you know, being able to move forward and taking the lead. Some of you are stepping into some kind of leadership role. It could be being a teacher of some sorts, just kind of being a role model for others as well. So beautiful. Love that for you. All right, Pisces, let's see what your final message is from your angels. What's coming through? Last final message here. And we have family is everything. Always make sure you acknowledge this. All right, Pisces, that's the messages for the week. Thank you so much for joining me, sending you love and abundance, and I will see you next time.